Yet, Esme will try to find out about Esme's old self in the past. Esme is currently unable to regain her old memories, but there is one thing that Esme is certain, that there must be a reason why Spencer Cassidy, Jocelyn Jacks, and Trina Robinson have always viewed Esme as their enemy. There were too many questions in Esme's mind, and Esme also didn't know who Ace Cassidy's father was. Esme now knows only partially the fact that Spencer and Esme were once in love and that Ace is the son of Nicholas Cassidy. Even more paradoxical is that Nicholas is the father of Spencer. Esme feels that this is really horrible, and even Esme will find it difficult to accept. However, the Esme of the present has lost all memories. Esme wants to find out what exactly her past has caused. And Esme also wants to have Spencer like the best even Esme has. However, everything that Esme knows about the Esme of the past is far from completely. But what Esme knows about the present is through the story of some people. And Esme must also be selective about whether the information Esme knows about her past self is true. Esme, after losing her memory, gave birth to Ace, and person claiming to be Esme's mother, Heather Weber, once appeared. Esme made the run with Heather and Ryan Chamberlain out of coercion. In fact, Esme also doesn't know for sure if they're Esme's parents or not. Most recently, Esme will join Spencer in a parenting class. Because of this problem, Esme began to feel that Spencer was a good person, and contrary to Esme's previous thinking, Jocelyn is the one who will catch Spencer and Esme close together. Jocelyn must understand and update this news to Trina. Both Jocelyn and Trina can then work together to put new pressure on Esme, which is especially true when Esme has a pre-existing feud with other teenagers. Esme will want to find someone she trusts to tell the story of Esme's past. Of course, Esme could beg Spencer to tell her own, but that's rather inconvenient because Jocelyn and Trina have been keeping a close eye on Spencer and Esme ever since they suspected Spencer and Esme were in love. Esme will think of Heather's name even though Esme has witnessed Heather's cruel action before. The current Esme tends to be a good person and doesn't like a life full of troubles and contradiction. What kind of person Esme is in the past and who Esme believes in, Esme needs to consider carefully. Esme remembered that she once ignored the letter Heather had written and sent to Esme. Esme also forgot about that letter until Esme became curious and wanted to know about her own past. The letter could update on all that had happened to Esme since Esme's arrival in town, but to gain insight, Esme made a visit to Heather. In the end, Esme decided to put her trust in Heather, who is said to be Esme's mother. But Heather was never a good person, and when Heather gained Esme's trust, manipulating Esme was no longer too difficult for Heather. Heather even suggested that Esme secretly rescue Heather and run away from town with Heather to live a new life.